Greetings, hi fans, and good morning. It's a beautiful spring day here in Florida. Hope it is where you are as well. We've got a busy day in the Hive Game Open. We've got 6 games either scheduled or already played today, 6 matches. Earlier today, Rick Dog beat Lord Potato in both games, and Ant-Man beat Yeku in both games. We've got game 2 of the featured match this morning between Loizz, longtime excellent player from Brazil, playing against my original Hive mentor, Christian Sperling, aka Eucalyx, a expatriated German living down under in Australia. So we're looking forward to a great game 2 in their match. Loizz won game 1 playing white. Eucalyx will be playing white this morning, looking to even things up at 1 game apiece. At the same time that they'll be playing this morning, we've got Marchewka against Nicolai. So hopefully I'll be able to put a little screen, let's see, down in the lower right-hand corner of the screen uh, with their live game, keeping an eye out on what's going on in their match as well. But we're going to expect a great game between these two top players. Eucalyx playing white against Loizz playing black. Both of these players have been around a long time. Eucalyx has played in every World Championship event since it started. I take that back. Since tournament number 2 back in, I believe it was 2008 was his first tournament. He was uh, runner-up that year and was instrumental in the implementation of the tournament opening rule because they played a long match with lots of draws back before the tournament opening rule. Of course, the tournament opening rule requires that you hold off your queen. You can't play your queen on turn 1. So I will go ahead and open the homepage here at hivegame.com. We can see who all's logged in. Loizz is here. We're waiting for Eucalyx to join, and we'll get started in their match today, which should be an exciting one. Of course, the Hive Game Open. This is the first year played at hivegame.com, which is the place online to play Hive. And of course, I have, as I have the last few times, I have a goal, a super chat goal. So click on the super chat. You can make a small cash contribution to my channel, and I will in turn take at least 75% of that and contribute it to the Hive Game developers. Hold on one second. I say at least that. Well, I can tell that I'm going to need my fisherman's friend cough drop. I say at least 75% because through their coffee page, I can't choose exactly how much I contribute. I have to buy a certain number of coffees. And so last time I actually contributed more than what was contributed to my channel. So make sure if you're joining this morning that you click that super chat button, make a small cash contribution. That'd be very much appreciated. And of course, I've got to remember that there is a 3-minute delay. So I'm wondering why the homepage isn't showing up on my YouTube channel, and that's the reason, because we're at 3-minute delay. Okay, Eucalyx has just joined the lobby, so keep using the board space term. Just joined the homepage, so we should be started here very soon, so we need to keep an eye on them. Hopefully we can catch it right as they start. Should be exciting. We're looking forward to some exciting match today. So let's check to see if Marchewka's in the lobby, and his opponent is Nicolai. Nicolai was here a little while ago. I don't see him now, but I'm sure he'll be coming back. I don't know with absolute certainty if the automatically shows up at the bottom of the homepage. So I want to keep checking over with the Eucalyx or Loizz on their uh, personal page at Hive Game, just so I can make sure that we get started on time with them. They're both probably fairly prompt, so they'll be probably starting at 8 o'clock. We've got about 2 minutes yet to start. So in that 2 minutes, I'm going to mention, don't forget, there's a link down below to the bookcase containers for Hive. My friends Elena and Landon have an Etsy store. It's called Croco, link down below, and they make these wonderful little bookcase containers. Top comes off, and there's a little tray inside to keep all your pieces lined up, and you can both pocket and standard Hive. And of course, if you don't have all the expansions, you can buy the little extensions to fill in. That's designed for 14 pieces per player. Okay, so let's check again to make sure they haven't started yet. Created less than a minute ago, so they are going. So let me turn this off for a moment until I get their games. Okay, they are up and going, and we will get the review room open, waiting for them to play. Eucalyx versus Loizz. Looking forward to an exciting game today. This is game 2 in their match at hivegame.com, the Hive Game Open 2025 round 4. And I will keep an eye also on the other match that's scheduled between Marchewka and Nicolai. Marchewka's on. I don't see Nicolai yet, so maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll see what happens. I don't know why I am not showing up on. Okay, here we go. And if you keep seeing me looking over to the right, I have a dual monitor, so I have my review screen in front of me on my laptop here and my desktop monitor here, which is bigger, and I have more windows open. Got to get one of my grandkids over so we can figure out how to add a third monitor. That would be very helpful. They haven't gotten started yet, so I guess we're we're waiting. Oh, let's take a look. Maybe there's a little bit of chat going on. Take a look. Although I don't know that I may not be able to see the chat between the players. I don't think the players can see the chat from those of us that are watching. Let's make sure okay, yep, I've got Audio's going. So looking forward to today's match. And we are waiting for the players to begin. So is Eucalyx going to open with his standard mosquito opening? This is rare for most players, but this is a somewhat standard opening for Eucalyx. And he played his queen in line. They're playing very, very quickly. Eucalyx opened with his queen in line and attacked early with an ant. Of course, that attack with the ant shuts down this very critical spawn point here. Now this creates an interesting situation. Okay, so the question was going to be, does black attack and accept the white ant sacrifice? And the answer was no. He played his pill bug. Got the pill bug in early because if you don't get the pill bug in now, then white could move into this spot here and squeeze out the opportunity for black to get the pill bug in. But it does give Eucalyx the opportunity to attack, which he did. I want to keep an eye out to see if Nicolai, they are started. So we're going to open this. See if we can get their other game going also. Okay, I was able to get the Marchewka Nicolai game. So it's down in the lower right corner. Okay, Eucalyx has begun a beetle attack. And black only has one ant, so the two beetle attack cannot be stopped. Loizz pins the first beetle. Now, is Eucalyx going to go ahead and play the second beetle? Yep, that's what it looks like. I think what I'm going to do is see if I can mute this room. Nope. Okay. Now, what does black do here? He can bring in the second bring in a beetle in defense, but nothing can stop this white beetle from climbing the top of the hive. Of course, as of, whoops, something's happening here. Something is happening when I click that. It seems like when I clicked off the sound, my rooms are not operating. So I have problems, people. So give me a second. Let me. Hive game isn't responding, it says. That's not good. Okay, so Eucalyx played a grasshopper. I'm sorry, Loizz played the grasshopper. And this room is not responding either. I don't know what happened. I'm not currently happy, people. I'm having technical difficulties, so we'll try to get caught up just as quickly as I can. So let's get some background music going here. Okay, I've got the live room open again. Now I'm not gonna click the little button because I think that might have been my problem. So let's see if I can get a review room going. One of these days I'm going to get all this figured out, people. I apologize for this. Okay, I've got the review room up. So, well, I don't have the review room up. Well, I apologize, guys. We've got to see what I can do about getting the most important is to be watching the game. I really don't know what is going on. Okay, we might just be watching this one live rather than having a review room open because I've had some issues. One of these days I'm going to get it figured out. We're going to go back through really quickly here. Eucalyx attacked early. He offered an ant sacrifice, and Loizz elected to bring in the pill bug. The two beetle attack. Notice here it's very interesting because white took a tempo to get an anti-spawn defense in place. Not in a hurry to move that white beetle forward, but then it gets forced by the black beetle. And I believe we are now up to date. Okay, so Eucalyx is qualified for the win by getting the black queen covered, but the white beetle was neutralized. And so both white beetles are neutralized. One covered by the black beetle here, but is also pinned, so when the black ant can move, the black ant can move, uh, black could repin and cap off this white beetle. So this very interesting position so far. White is now going into a bit of a think. See what we can figure out here. What can white do? I'm going to move my live notation over. Since this is live, we're not doing any review right currently. Hi, hey Carlo, ciao. Okay, the pillbug moved over and the grasshopper attacked. Now, it'd be interesting is Loizz going to take advantage of this opportunity and negate the possibility of a anti-spawn position by white by attacking? The white pillbug is in a good position to. Oh, now that's. Oh no, the white mosquito can't get to this position. You always think of the white mosquito having ant power, but it doesn't in this particular position. It'd be nice if from white standpoint, if the mosquito could get to here, because that would. Nope, white does not have a bug aiming for this kill shot, so it might be better off for white to bring in a grasshopper or a ladybug to take aim for this spot. But as long as the pillbug is in play, it can always warp the grasshopper out. What I may do is see if we can get the other match up in a little tiny window. Oh no, that's interesting. Why? Okay, moving the ant to here sets up a block. So both of these kill spots are currently protected by blocks. Let's see if I was able to, yes. I was able to get Marchewka and Nicolai down in the lower right-hand corner there. So we've got two matches going on right now. Both of them are are being played, and both of them are live. So I'll try to keep an eye on both of them. Oh, now that's interesting. Okay, nope, he brought in a grasshopper here. This grasshopper is very important because it now will have a angle of attack to this kill spot. But of course, it can immediately get pinned if black wants to. Okay, so welcome everybody. I apologize. I've had a little bit of technical difficulties. I have not been able to get my review room up going. What I did was, if you notice on these rooms, on these rooms, there's a little icon right up here, tells you whether the sound is on or off. And my sound was on. When I clicked my sound off, everything went haywire. So that's what's going on right now. But I was able to get the second match, Nicolai versus Marchewka, open in his own little window. So I'll try to keep an eye on that also. Oh, now that's interesting. Loizz is definitely in defensive mode because the second beetle comes in way out there. Now, if the grasshopper attacks, you always have the, oh, he moves the spider to there. That's interesting. Okay, there might be a little bit of a long-term thinking here because with the spider here, let's pretend like white doesn't have to worry about black moving. The grasshopper can jump to here. The ladybug goes to there, or the white mosquito goes to there using ladybug power, and then the black ladybug is bidirectionally pinned. Over in the Nicolai game, Marchewka has covered the queen and qualified, threatening to win. I'm trying to see where black's last move is. Oh, the ladybug to there. As long as this black pill bug can warp out the white grasshopper, black is in fairly good defensive position here. By playing the beetle this far away from the white queen, it put black definitely in a defensive position. Interestingly, Eucalyx warps the queen over. Now, if the mosquito attacks, the ladybug is in a bidirectional pin. And what's interesting here is any place that the pill bug warps the grasshopper, it'll still have an angle of attack to one of the 3 kill spots. That's an interesting situation. Something that Black has to be thinking about. Now, of course, by moving the beetle forward, if white continues with the mosquito attacking to here, then that also creates a bridge for the black beetle to climb across. Over Nicolai and Marchewka, white defended by moving the pill bug out, but now the grasshopper comes in. So it looks like Marchewka is going to win this one. Let me send a text to all my workmates. I sent my boss a note, but let me just send a quick text here. Okay, so Loizz pin the ant. The ant gets pinned by the spider, and the beetle climbs up. But this, of course, gives gives ant power to the mosquito. But is white going to be able to get enough bugs in to win this? Because this grasshopper is is currently being threatened by the pill bug. Dare Eucalyx move forward with the queen, taking the setup shot with the queen? No, because that definitely puts the pill bug out of play because the pill bug. Okay, interesting. Now, where is that spider going? But is it truly a setup shot when you build the penultimate kill spot, but you don't have anything available to take the kill shot? My guess would probably be not. Time is still not a factor. Eucalyx is at 10.5. Loizz is at over 14. Interestingly, usually defenders take more time, but it's not happening that way today. Okay, the spider pins the ant, and now black does not have any free ants. White has an excellent attacking bug in the ladybug and the mosquito free. So now what's interesting is Eucalyx could sacrifice a kill spot by jumping the grasshopper to here, and then both the mosquito and the ant would be free, or could potentially be free, both of them. So the ant game could definitely switch to Eucalyx's favor here. So I have not been following along here with Marchewka and Nicolai, but maybe Nicolai has come up with a defense. And he did. Wow, why did Loizz place the spider there? Wow, is that a mistake? No, he's going to there to free this ant. Okay, so wish I had my review room open, but I don't. Congratulations to Nikolai. He ended up winning their game. So let's go back to see if they're going to be playing another game here very quickly. Okay, the mosquito moves to here, which that stops the threat, but it does sacrifice the mosquito, but frees this ant. Let's see if they're going to be playing a second game here. We'll try to keep an eye on Nikolai and Marchewka to determine if they're going to play a second game or not. But this is getting too exciting here. So Ladybug comes in. Still, the problem is you've got excellent defensive positions here. You've got both of these kill spots protected by gates, and you've got the pill bug in play. Now, if the grasshopper jumps out and pins the black grasshopper, the black spider could pin the grasshopper, the white grasshopper. Welcome to everybody that's joined in. Carlo's the only one that's texted any or commented anything. So chat something in. Say, let us know who you are and where you're from. I still think that at some point this grasshopper, I don't know, the black beetle. Well, see, as long as white does not have a bug that can that has an angle of attack, yeah, I think looking at let's see, if this, I think looking at the long run, this white grasshopper could jump to here and then to here and free this ant. Might be a good long-term exchange for white. And the good thing about jumping that, well, let's see if this, the good thing about jumping this grasshopper out is, well, he didn't. He jumped a ladybug to there. Okay, why did he go to there with the ladybug? Gave black the opportunity of getting the beetle across the gap. Okay, so let's see what Eucalyx plan was with that ladybug. Again, Loizz's tough defense, rock solid defense, protecting both of these kill spots with gates, setting up the blocks are excellent. Okay, with the ladybug going to there, but white doesn't have any. Okay, the white ant could go to here. Hi, Nicolai. Welcome. I hope it's a beautiful spring afternoon in Poland. What's interesting here is white just took a setup. I would guess we call it a faux setup shot. Fills the penultimate spot, but doesn't threaten a victory. So is Loizz going to come up with a defense here? He can warp the grasshopper to here, which would then take some effort to get the grasshopper back into attacking position. With the two queens separated by only one spot, there's a possibility of ending up in a draw, which would be in favor of Loizz, of course, because Loizz won game one. White could sacrifice the ant by moving to here, creating a fill and freeing the grasshopper. Would he be able to overwhelm black, the black pill bug, or the black pill bug could just move out? And I don't think that white would be able to have enough bugs to win then. So Eucalyx is approaching the 4-minute mark. Let's go take a look to see if Marchewka and Nicolai are playing their game too. Does not look like they are. Okay. The ladybug jumps out. What that does is that semi-anchors the pill bug in place, sacrifices the kill spot, because if the pill bug moves away, white may not have enough bugs to win. Now, of course, if the black beetle climbs atop the queen, that opens up a door and allows this white ant out. Okay. Loizz warps the grasshopper over. Still, that doesn't. doesn't necessarily, well, what it does is it threatens to move the pill bug away. And of course, the pill bug is filling a black kill spot. So that's interesting. So why did the ladybug go to there? Okay, probably went to there to help keep this black ant blocked in. So White's plan may be to bring the spider to here, which would give him two mobile ants. But in the meantime, Black has qualified for the win. And the other black beetle begins its trek forward. Oh, that's interesting. That beetle move opened up the white beetle. So is Black going to have to go back and recover it? Now this is an interesting tactic because what Eucalyx has done here by moving the ant to here is now if the spider can get to here, freeing this ant, then you have a second ant free that could do something like create a fill or take the kill shot. So even though white is not threatening immediately, although the semi-threat would be the white beetle covers the black beetle. So is black going to have to revert back? No, he attacks. And the white beetle climbs up. Of course, now if the white beetle is able to cover the pill bug, is black going to be able to? Okay, the pill bug moves out. Aha. Now if the beetle, the beetle, hold on. Oh, now that's interesting because now if the ant, okay, let's see if that, if this works. The threat is grasshopper and then beetle wins. So is the black beetle going to be forced to cover the ant? Okay, jumps to there. Ah, reopening the pillbug defense and threatening to free the black ant. Okay, is the black ant, now the black ant is free. Black has 3 kill spots to fill. Okay, warp the grasshopper away. Now, is white going to be able to come up with 3 attackers? Interesting. Hmm. So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty on time, less approaching the 2-minute mark for Eucalyx. So if the white ant goes to here, the spider to here, then that almost it makes it impossible to free that grasshopper easily anyway. But it does free 2 ants. Okay, he breaks the ring, pinning the beetle. Now he's got 4 kill spots to fill. So is it going to be possible that, well, first off, let's look at black's attacking possibilities. The problem is that the problem from white standpoint is black has done exceptionally well on defending. Okay, yeah, he finally trades that spider for an ant. Maybe. Okay, but he sacrifices this ant in the meantime. Okay, so is black in danger of being bug-zwanged? Probably not with the two beetles atop the hive. But is white going to be able to come up with an yeah, the pill bug is still in pretty good defensive position, so black will probably have to cover the pill bug before it does much of anything else. Now, can this spider go to here? Yeah, but see that would put it in a self-kill spot, so he doesn't really want to do that. And if this white beetle moves, black would have another. Well, it's going to go right down to the nitty-gritty here. Black probably can't be bug-zwanged because he's got the two beetles up. The pill bug can wobble back and forth out here. Yep, I don't see how white can win this, but the question is, can black win it? As long as black has that grasshopper in reserve. Maybe white wants to force black to wobble with the pill bug because right now the pill bug is protecting these spots somewhat indirectly because if white fills either one of these spots, it frees the black ant. So white's going to pin that grasshopper almost assuredly. You don't want that grasshopper. Oh, but oh my, that might be enough because if the grasshopper, because this spider will have an angle of attack to that spot. I think you pin the grasshopper. Oh no, you just do that. Because if the grasshopper fills this kill spot, then the spider no longer has an angle of attack. So we've kind of switched. Now white is defending. And that's interesting. That spider moving to there still hasn't. Oh, but that frees this beetle up. Yep, I think this is going to end up either a draw or black winning. Yep, I think black's going to win now. Yep. Wow. Good game, Loizz. Congratulations. And of course, it ended up very, very quickly once it got to that point. Wow. So I apologize for the technical difficulties. I learned I can't click the sound button. If I click the sound button off, that's what seems to mess everything up. Wow. What a game today. I apologize again for the problems that I had, and I appreciate everybody that was able to join me this morning. I'm going to have to get back to work, get to work, although I was up early this morning doing some things online, which allowed me to do this. So what a great game today. Congratulations to Loizz. Wins game two, wins the match 2-0 with going into round five. So as always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. So until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off. Hopefully, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. We've got another good match uh, cover, uh, scheduled for tomorrow morning. Watch watch for my I don't know. I still call tweets over on X. Used to be called Twitter. And if you haven't already, join our Discord server because I will be announcing streams on Discord. So thanks again for watching. Till next time, this is Randy Ingersoll here helping you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, I am signing out.